All right, this is part 3 of our place value series, and we're going to talk about reading and writing numbers in expanded form up to the billions place. So what makes up a period in place value? Well, 3 digits make up a period in place value. Those 3 digits would be the hundreds, tens, and ones. If you think about it, all of our periods have the hundreds, tens, and ones in common. So if I make a place value chart, ones, tens, hundreds, and then I talk about my thousands, or this is the ones period, rather. I do ones, tens, hundreds, and this is my thousands period. I normally have a comma right there separating the two periods. So let's take a look at some numbers. So here I have a number, 529,487. As you can see, there's 2 periods. So how many periods does our number have? It has 2 periods. And to name them, they would be the thousands period. That's a horrible D. Sorry. Let's rewrite the whole word. Thousands and ones. You can see up here, here's our thousands period, and here's our ones period. Well, I just want to focus on the thousands period for a second. So how's this number read? I'm sorry, how's this first period read? It's read as 529. The number is read as 529. And what's the name of that period? Well, it's in the thousands period. So if I put it together, my number would be 529,000. So just that number right there would be written as 529,000. So now let's look at the last period. To read that one, it would be 487. That's the number 487. So, looking at the first period, we wrote it as 529. I guess I'll do it down here. 29,000. Remember, we're naming that period. And over here, we wrote it as, oops, 487. So therefore, when I put them together, this whole number would be written as 529,000 There's a comma between my periods, so I'm going to put a comma in my words. 4 587. Okay. Just checking my notes here. Okay. So now we're going to start looking at it going into expanded notation. That was written notation. Now let's look at expanded notation. This is pretty easy. All I do is I copy the digit down and fill in the rest with zeros. So got my 2, rest with zeros, my 9 with zeros, my 4 with zeros, my 8 with a 0, and my 7. And let's go ahead and add those commas in as well. Okay. So here I have it all nice and typed up. The question is, what is the most valuable number? The most valuable number is the one that is the farthest to the left. So 5 is our most valuable number. 5 is the most valuable number. And it's worth, our 5 is worth 500,000. So what's the next most valuable number? Well, that would be my 2, the next number over. And it's worth 20,000. So, looks like I ran out of room there. Might have to draw a little line. Oh wait, it's a button. There we go. So the expanded notation for 529,487 can be written as follows. So 500,000 plus 20,000 plus 9,000 plus 400 plus 80 plus 7. So if you look, what I did is I just copied my number with all the zeros and added them down. Okay. And that is the expanded notation and written notation of numbers.